Hello everyone, I am Rohit and welcome to my YouTube channel AI Era. So guys, this is the very first video of our new segment called Learning with Fun using Python. Basically in this segment, we can create a various stuff using Python programming language. So one more time, I will welcome you on my YouTube channel. And today, in first video, we can create a simple game. A game called Rock Paper Scissor Game. So before jumping into coding, let's understand some prerequisites of this game. So here I can already enlisted some prerequisites of this game. So basically we require a two player, a player 1 and player 2. The next step, we require a input from both the player. And the next, we want accordingly their input if player 1 win or player 2 will win. And after that, ask player if they want to play next round. So here we can finalize our prerequisites and let's code. So guys, if you follow my channel from previous few months, then you will get to know I usually use a Jupyter notebook and Anaconda module. But in this video, I will going to introduce you a new module or a new open source module called a Google Colab. So here you just have to Google it, Google Colab Python, and you just have to create a new notebook. Here we can name it Learning with Fun using Python, and I just have to click on a new notebook. The best advantage of Google Colab, whatever your notebook you created, it just stored in your Google Drive. So let's create a notebook. So I just click on over here Untitled 37. Instead of, I just rename my file as a game, and I want to this cell to convert as my header. So therefore I just go into insert and I just click on section header cell, and here in section header cell I just double click it and I write over here a game, and I have to press and shift enter. So you see over here a cell with a game name, it will already created. Yeah, so a cell with a game name is created. Then before starting the actual coding, we just enlisted over here some test cases. So as we already know, we are going to create a rock paper scissor game. So I just enlisted here some few conditions such as rock plus scissor will give me rock plus paper will give me paper, and second last condition, that is scissor plus paper will give me scissor, and if both input are same, then print match draw. Okay, So let's create our first game, that is rock paper scissors. Create game. I just commented over create game. Then I just created a function by using a Python function method, a game. Then I will have to put all those my input and my if else statement in a while loop. So I just created a while loop over here, that is true. The next step, I have to take input from both the player. As we know, we discussed in our pre-quizzes that we require 2 players. So therefore, I just create a player 1 is equal to input from player 1. For more interactiveness, I just write over here player 1, enter your choice. Next step, I just have to write or take an input from player 2, enter your choice. I think my spelling of enter is wrong. ENTERPLAYER. Sorry for typo error. Then we know if input from both the player are same, then match will draw. P1 equal to P2. I just simply print match draw and break the loop. If or else if both statement or both the input are different, then I just say pass. After that, I have to created another if else statement for player 1 and player 2, such as if player 1 will give me or will give input such as rock, or player 1 give input such as paper, then here I will create a nested if else statement. In first if statement, I just created another if statement such as for in nested if statement, I just give a player 2 condition. So first of all, I mention a player 1 condition, and then I just mention over here a player 2 condition, that is P2 condition. Then scissor or P2 equals to rock. After that, if those conditions are satisfied, I just have to print player 1 win, else I have to print player 2 win. In next, I just created one more if statement. In here if statement, I just give another sets of input, such as if player 1 is provide input such as scissor, or player 1 again provide input of paper. And here also I can use a nested if else statement. So over here I just write P2 rock. P2 will give input as a rock, or again P2 will give input as an scissor. Then I should have to print, or the code has to print P2 win, that is my player 2 will win, else print player 1 win. So after that, so here is one more condition I have to forget to tell you, that is I want to ask the player that they want to play a next round or not. So therefore, after writing those conditions, we will going to ask both the player if they want to play a next round or not. Therefore, I just created a new variable called ask. So I just write ask over here, and in ask I am going to take input from both the player, such as, or from user, do you want to play next round. Then if ask is equal to yes, I just write continue, otherwise else break the loop. At the end, I just mention my function, that is game, and the code looks fine, so I'm good to go to test my these conditions. To accordingly this input I will get that this output. So yeah, code looks fine. I just press a shift enter and the code will execute it. Yeah, so it will ask me player 1 choice or player 1 enter your choice. So I just write a rock, and after that I have to write paper. Basically the paper will win, so it will have to give a player to win. Yeah, it will give a player to win, and again the code will ask me, do you want to play next round? I just say yes, and then we'll going to test our next condition, such as rock and scissor. So player 1 will say rock, player 2 will say scissor, and basically here player 1 will win. Yeah, player 1 will win. So again I just have to test my third condition. So yes, I have to say I want to play next round. So therefore I just write player 1 enter your choice, and the last condition is my if player 1 says scissor and player 2 say paper. Basically scissor cut the paper, so player 1 should have to win. Yeah, so player 1 has to win, and we will test the first condition, that is if P1 and P2 give the same input, then it will show the match will draw. So I just write a yes if P1 say rock and P2 also say rock. Yes, so match will draw and the loop will get terminated, and yes, so it's look fine. So I just told you guys, maybe you have a better code, so pasted your understanding, pasted your logic in the comment section. Your code or your understanding is always welcome in the comment section. So yeah, that's it from my side. So if you like this video, please like it, share it with your friend, and do subscribe my YouTube channel AI Era. Thank you one and all.